When you worship and praise God, make sure you got to worship God in spirit and in truth. And God seeks that. Anything God's seeking, that's what God wants. And if you love him, you'll give God what he wants. But don't you want to give what you want?
Amen.
Okay, it works both ways. Works both ways. Romans 4, 17-21. Today is, topic is your mind persuaded? Is your mind persuaded? Everything starts in the thought process.
Yes.
On the side they read Acts 26, chapter 26, verse 28. It's going to be the scripture where King Agrippa told Paul, you almost persuaded me to be a Christian. He said, you almost. So that lets you know he knew.
Yeah.
And if he didn't, it was on him. See, one thing you're going to learn, that's why you hear a lot of times, see, a lot of stuff is very personal. This stuff is personal. I'm telling you now. See, it'll come together. If every person get in line as supposed to, then the corporation will work right. Anyway, work in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing in the church. They didn't come up with that. God did.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. That's why the Bible said all authority comes from above. He told you to obey them when you go to that job. See, God don't want to set up leadership. I told you all authority comes from God. Mm-hmm. Then he say you should work. So where do you think the jobs come from? God. Right. And he got order on them jobs that he got in his house. His house. Well, order in your house. God has got an order. When you get out of order, you got disorder. Guess who comes in the scene then? The devil. That's why he likes division. Okay, Romans 4, 17-21. It is written, I have made you the father of many nations. It's amplified. He was appointed our father in the sight of God in whom he believes, who gives life to the dead and speaks of the non-existent things that he has foretold and promised as if they already existed. 18. For Abraham, this is in bracket, for Abraham, human reason for hope being gone. Yeah, no more hope in human. Hope in faith that he should become the father of many nations, as he had been promised, so numerous shall your descendants be. 19. He did not weaken in faith when he considered the utter importance of his own body, which was as good as dead, because he was about 100 years old. Or when he considered the barrenness of Sarah's dead womb. That took some faith. He about 100. She old 90 and her womb barren. And God can tell you, you're going to be the father of many nations. You had now a child yet. And now you're too old. Huh? Okay. 20. No unbelief, listen to this, no unbelief or distrust made him waver. Doubtfully questioned concerning the promise of God. See, we do that too much. But he grew strong and was empowered by faith as he gave praise and glory to God. We just talk about that. See? You start praising and giving glory to God, you see, he just start wavering. So to him, to us, that was something insurmountable. I told you, man, 100, she 90, and she barren. And God will come tell you, I'm going to give you, you're going to have multitudes. He's the father. He didn't just say father of one nation, he said father of many nations. He's the father of all of us. But it started right there. Watch this. It's this main scripture right here. Remember? Are you fully persuaded? Is your mind persuaded? 21. The Amplified say, fully satisfied with persuaded means, and assured, because it's the King James say, he was being fully persuaded. See? The Amplified say he was fully satisfied and assured that God was able and mighty to keep his word and do what he had promised. Are you fully satisfied today? That was your mind persuaded. Is your mind satisfied, first of all, with God? A lot of people ain't satisfied with God. That's why you keep murmuring, complaining. So you thank God what you already got. That means you ain't satisfied. God, you ain't satisfied with me. Oh, see, we do that naturally. We do God the same way. That ain't enough. You know, see, some people it's hard to satisfy. So how much you do still ain't enough. That's what what God said, is your mind satisfied? Have you made your mind up yet? Are you fully persuaded in your mind that I'm God? Remember the scripture in Hebrews 11:6 said, when you come to God, you must believe that God exists.
That's right.
So a lot of people, you say that, he said, then he's a reward of them that diligently seek him. But when you come here, you got to believe that God exists. Okay. Let's go to, they're in Romans, we're going to be in Romans for a minute. Romans 8, 35-39. Is your mind persuaded? Are you convinced? See, when you're persuaded about something, can't nobody change your mind. When you're persuaded about something, can't nobody change your mind. Like I tell people, you ask them, oh, you say you born again? And you got to hesitate, I tell you, that's dangerous. You're going to be taken that right away. I said, well, you know, I said, that's dangerous. You're talking about your eternity here. You don't know. Oh, boy. I mean, you better know this. Romans 8:35-39. Who shall ever separate us from Christ's love? You listen to this stuff. Shall suffering and affliction and tribulation. Oh, we have some of that. Or calamity and distress, or persecution, or hunger, or destitution, or peril or sword. Oh, think you can handle that? 35. Even as written, for thy sake we are put to death all day long. We are regarded and counted as sheep for slaughter. So what's saying you get in the word, now he's telling you this is what God still said. You are counted as sheep for slaughter.
Oh my God.
Huh? You can't get no, I'm telling you. Watch this. Yet amid all these things, we are more than conquerors, and gaining surpassing victory through him who loved us. We just get the same about he loves us. Oh, how he loves me. 38. There you go the word. For I am persuaded beyond doubt. I'm sure that neither, watch this, death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor things impending and threatening, nor things to come, or powers, 39, nor height, nor depth, nor anything else in all creations. He said all creation, that covers everything. We'll be able to separate from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. He said, I'm fully persuaded. My mind is satisfied. You can't change my mind. I don't care what I'm going through. All the stuff you just named, about everything we go through, Paul said, I'm persuaded. That's why Paul said, none of these things move me. Huh? This is a light affliction. You go back, we go through what that means. He says, a light affliction. None of these things move me. He said, I'm persuaded. Ain't none, I don't care what I'm going through. See, a lot of people, oh God, if you really love me. He just said, I don't care what all that through there, I'm persuaded he still loves me.
Amen.
Can't nothing separate.
God.
So you got to know this. Now you'll question God less when things ain't going your way.
That's true.
I run a lot of people, well, if God is God love, if he just cause of this happened, that happened. God is, he say he love him, and he is, okay, what went bad? God's good, the devil's bad, point blank.
That's it.
Huh? What Jesus said, the thief come about to kill, to destroy, but I have come.
See?
But you got to know this. So you got to be persuaded about
That's
this.
right.
What's going on? Yeah, well, God, if you watch yourself, the devil have you comparing to somebody else, or he ain't really had to tell me, well, God, you do treat them better than you do me.
My.
Because I do this, I do that. They ain't doing nothing for you. And look what you, how you. You say, God, you don't love me like you do them.
Oh, God.
You show them respect to a person. You calling God a lie.
Oh.
But he said, I'm no respected person.
Yes.
See, God knows exactly what he's doing.
Amen.
If he don't, we all still lost.
Sure was.
See, but you got to be persuaded in your mind.
Yes.
There's no things ain't going like you think they're supposed to go. Stop looking at other people. I keep telling people that. When he looked at them, he said, look, rejoice at them that rejoice.
Amen.
You up there jealous or mad.
Oh, glory.
Huh? Yes, we do. Start giving him your list of what you done did. Well, I did it. Now, you really want him to come back. He can tell you all the stuff you ain't did.
Oh, there you go.
That you really don't deserve it. So we don't deserve what we get. We forget that. Huh? We forget about mercy and grace.
My Lord. My God.
We don't deserve it. All of us deserve to be burning in fire hell. Really, all of us. But that's because God is who he is. Remember a while ago, ain't nothing. Remember I told you, there's nothing you can do or not do make God love you no more, no less. I had to learn that myself, because you be thinking, well, I messed up. God still don't love you no less. Think about, saying God said, look, I love you before you got saved. What makes you think of less after you get saved because you mess up? I love you before you got born again.
Yeah.
So, how you get, after you get in my kingdom, then when you mess up, I'm going to love you less. No. God is love. But you got to be persuaded in your own mind. Okay, let's go to Romans 14, 4-8. Romans 14, 4-8. Who are you to pass judgment on and censure another household servant? It's before his own master that he stands or falls. And he shall stand and be upheld, for the master, the Lord, is mighty to support him and make him stand. Huh? So that one scripture right there tells you, you ain't got to go around judging nobody else's servant. You don't belong to. See,
Wow.
I belong to God. You belong to God. I ain't got to be judging you. Whether I stand or fall is to him, not you. One man esteems one day better than another, while another man esteems all days alike sacred. Let everyone, here you go, be fully, that word satisfied again, say persuaded in King James. Let everyone be fully convinced, satisfied in his own mind. So you don't know what's going on in my mind. So there's nothing we be doing. No, you don't. What sense you be doing that? Now, something God will show you about people. Most times when God shows you something like that, it's something going on, so you can encourage that person, pray for them, not to criticize them, judge them.
That's right. Amen.
That's right.
That's what we get messed up at. But you got to be persuaded in your own mind.
Right.
It's like salvation.
That's right.
It's like born the greatest miracle. See, but they talk a lot of people. What say? Saved from what? A lot of people don't see no reason. What I need to be saved from? See, they got to be. So you got to know. Well, look, I'm a lost. First of all, you got to know for sure. I'm lost. I'm on my way spending eternity separate from God. See, person got a lot of people don't know that. They don't believe that. I'm good. Oh, God is a loving God. He ain't gonna send nobody here. No, he ain't sending you there. You going because you choose to.
Right.
But see, I get that all the time. Oh God, I'm telling you, boy. You got them people. They be coming at you, back at you.
What's up?
You better be ready. Get your emotion feel you want to. That's why I had you crying. I had you doubting your salvation. Oh, I'm telling some people. Some people come back some stuff. It be like, if you don't, I'm telling you. You be like, man, that's fine. Okay. All right, 6. He who observes the day, observe it and honor the Lord. He who eats and honor the Lord, since he gives thanks to God. While he who abstains and honor the Lord and give thanks to God. You what you want to eat, let me eat what I want to eat. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. That's all they're saying. Oh, you should eat this. No, it's between you and God.
That's right.
Right.
Amen.
Because one scripture, another time, Paul said, if you eat something and you got to be questioning somebody, he said, you sinning. Because you eating faith. Well, I better not eat this. Or if I know this, God. See, that, what you doing it for? That's what he's trying to tell you. I'm telling you, man. See, you got to be persuaded in your own mind. You got to be satisfied with this thing. Nobody else can't live for you. 7. None of us lives, watch this, unto himself but to the Lord. None of us. And none of us died himself but to the Lord. 8. If we live to the Lord. If we die to the Lord. So then, whether we live or die, we belong to the Lord.
Amen.
Well, see, the word is just as simple as we make it harder than it is. You either live with or die to one another. Because you still belong to him. Because who created you? He did. Now you just might be separated from him, but you still belong to him. It's sad. God gonna lose some of his children to hell. Somewhere he ain't prepared for you to go. Okay, let's go 2 Corinthians 5, 9 to 12. It's going to be fairly short today because a lot of stuff, y'all, God, you're getting the same stuff all the time. 2 Corinthians 5, 9 to 12. Okay, 9. Therefore, listen to the apostles talking. Whether we're at home on earth or away from him, away from home and with him, we are constantly ambitious and strive earnestly to what? To be pleasing to him. Huh? We just heard that somebody this morning. See, if you want to please God, if you commit to God, you ain't finna please nobody if you commit to him. You ain't please nobody. If you're not committed to him, you'll do enough to get by or just enough to make it. You're not committed. 10. We must also appear, listen to this, we must also appear and be revealed as we are before the judgment seat of Christ. So that each one may receive his pay according to what he has done in his body. Uh-oh. You get paid according to what you did in your body now. Think about that. Whether good or evil, and brackets say, considering what his purpose and motive have been, and what he has achieved, been busy with, and given himself an intention to accomplish it. So what you've been, all this telling you, you will get paid by what you've been doing in this body, good or bad, depending on what your motive was, what your attitude was. So people will understand that. See, you're going to be judged. See, we ain't going to be judged like other people, but how you going to get your rewards is what you did in this body. The ones going to hell, they're going to get what they did in their body. Never got born. And you can get, see, your rewards, everybody's reward is going to be the same.
That's right.
You did it less and think you can get the same. No, it ain't. That's not going to happen. You're going to be disappointed. Not going to happen. See, but he's plainly telling us in his word, many times he'll tell you about that. You're going to get reward for what you did in this body. It's up to you. So you can't blame nobody else. I can't stop you from getting reward. You can't stop me from getting mine. It's just that simple. Say, I can't stop you from going to heaven. You can stop me from going. That's why God says some word. It's personal. So people don't understand that this is a personal thing. That's what he calls your personal Savior. It's personal. When you stand in line, you're going to be there personally by yourself. I'll be there personally by myself. You ain't want to hear about nobody else. That's all, like I said, the only time it's going to be only about you. Oh boy. The words you hear, it's going to be on you and me. Those words are. You ain't blame nobody this time. He never took that no way. Started with Adam and Eve. Everybody trying to pass the buck. Blame it on somebody else. Okay. Huh? Well, we say, well, God, if it hadn't been for them, no. What did I tell you to do? Or not to do? What did I tell you to go? You know what I'm saying? You got to make up your mind, because God's mind already made up. So mine would make yours up. I got to make up mine. 11. Therefore, being conscious of fearing the Lord with respect and reverence, we seek to win people over to persuade them. See, now, you got to get to the point where when you say persuade somebody, see, you want to help somebody else be persuaded. But guess what? They got to look at you first. They got to look at you first. That's what Jesus did. There'd be something about Jesus, because he could just tell someone, look, just come and follow me. They left all and followed him. There must have been something about him. Huh? What did the woman with the issue of blood? She must have heard something about it. She said, I got to get to him and touch him and his garment. She wasn't supposed to be around people. Her mind was made up. Because she said within herself, if I just get touched, she said, I got to get nobody to pray for me, I just need to touch his garment. And she didn't let nobody stop her. She wasn't supposed to be there because she was unclean. She wasn't supposed to be around nobody. She said her mind was made up. Something she done heard, I know God and said, look, that's where your answer is. Remember 12 years been bleeding? No. Gave all the money. She must have, like somebody said, must have a lot of money. Because she gave all the money she had to the doctor. But 12 years bleeding, and she said, okay, I got to get to him. She wasn't supposed to be around nobody. Yeah. She said, I got to get him. See, your mind got twisted. We got to get us, that's why we can get other people. Say, oh, it's something about you. It's something about, they see how things go and how you respond, how you react. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what people do. We're supposed to be the light of this world, remember? Let your light so shine before who? Men. That they may see what kind of work? Your good works. Your good work ain't you acting a whole lot of sort. They ain't no good work. It said in the next part say that glorifies God. So everything you do for be glorifying God. You ain't glorifying God like that. You listen up to the devil. See, that's why, anybody be satisfied with no God you got, you carrying on like that all the time. We ain't talking about sometimes you get out, but if you do mess up, you can go back and apologize. Repent to God, you go back and apologize. See, We got to get, that's the pride if you can't.
That's right.
Huh? No, God understands. Yeah, he do understand. You need to go back and apologize in front of them people. You act out in front of them, go back and apologize. We represent God, so we forget this. Yeah, we gonna mess up sometime, yeah. You know, but it should gradually slow as we grow now. But then just go back and apologize. You know, telling people, yeah, I'm sorry. But so you just got to be in your heart now. If you're still in your emotion feeling, you ain't doing it. Because one thing about the devil, he don't like to apologize for nothing. He like to sit back and laugh at you. See, they like to make a fool out of you, and he said, they laugh.
Yeah.
And then say, what I tell you, God? Let me say the accuse of the brother. Yeah, what I tell you? You thought they loved you, didn't you? Huh? That's what they do. They accuse of the brother. Job, yeah, you think he love you? You done blessed him and all this. I tell you what, God. See, you read stuff like that, say the devil bold. I tell you what, God, you think he love you, don't you? Take everything he got, I guarantee you, curse you to your face. He told him was bold and tell God that. After God done one that considered Job to him, see how crazy the devil is. God wants to have you consider my servant Job. He gonna tell God what Job gonna do. So the Job wouldn't do it. He said, okay, I got Eve to get Adam, so let me go talk to his wife. What's the first thing he said? Just curse God and die. Anything he told God. If he don't get you, he gonna get somebody close to you. First, he's gonna get the closest one to you. The devil, I'm telling you. Why I say give no place to the devil? I mean, you got to give him place. That's why God will hold him account for nothing we do. You got to give the devil place. The devil can't make me and you do nothing. And God knows that. That's why he hold you accountable. Hold me accountable for what we do. You won't say, nowhere in the Bible, he said, well, devil, why'd you make them? You won't say it nowhere in the Bible. Because he can't make you do nothing. Well, that woman you gave me, way up here and let me brought that man to my life. Well, God, you never let me have no children. You never gave me that job. They would be telling God the way you be carrying on. Like, well, God, first you said he blessed you with it. Then you will something happen. Well, God, you should never let me get that job. Or you should never let me, I wouldn't have had to do this. I wouldn't. So it was just like Adam and Eve. The snake, she said the snake beguiled me, he tricked me. No, he didn't. This is your curse. He didn't make you eat that. I told you not to. He didn't make you eat it. The snake tricked me. Shouldn't let him trick you. Curse. Huh? I'm telling you. We better have grace and mercy today. Huh? Sometimes we still bring some things ourselves. But we're glad God ain't like that and showed up the law. God, I'm telling you, I was reading some of the law again. Ooh, what's some of the laws I'm telling you? Something they were stoned to death for. Huh? A child could be this so disrespectful to their parents. They stoned to death.
Yeah.
For being disrespectful to their parents. You ain't read the law.
That's right.
I ain't read them Leviticus or them. I read them things again. Sometimes, because we don't study them as much. I'm like, God, he didn't play back then. These are law from God.
That's right.
Law from God. We better be thankful. Well, don't think you abuse the grace of God. Now, that's another thing you mess up. See, a lot of people think you abuse the grace of God. Oh, I'm under grace now, okay? Keep on doing what you're doing. So sometimes you be the enemy. See, God be allowed to have you're rebuking the devil. See, God trying to get your attention. So he going to give you, see, God going to keep warning you. If you read your word, if you go to church like you're supposed to, I don't care what you listen, sometimes where God getting a warning to you. Coming through messages. You just ain't taking heed. He getting a warning to you. And let you know, because I tell you, in the New Testament it says it's not good to fall into the hands. That's the New Testament.
Yeah.
So people forget that. I tell you, God ain't changed. The covenant ain't changed. God ain't changed. God was serious, then he's still serious. Okay? Well, he's a loving God, yeah. Like Pastor Thomas said, you don't want to get on. I saw the other side of God. You don't want to see that one. You just leave that one to the devil and them fallen angels. Okay, 12. We are not commending ourselves to you again, but we are providing you with an occasion and a sin to be rightfully proud of us, so that we may have a reply for those who pride themselves on surface appearance, see, on the virtues they only appear to have, although their heart is devoid of them. See? You know, some people, yeah, oh, you look good on the outside. See, a lot of people, you think they, like you said, they act like they're all into it, all for it. So deep down in their heart, they're really not. If I say their heart devoid of it. Yeah. That's what he said. I'm telling you, people, this thing is, like you said, your heart. Jesus said, I heard it come out of your lips, but your heart is far from it. So you ain't get up here, we can say all we want to say, but he know right then where your heart is, anything or not. We know it. Right then. So we can get our emotion feel all at the time when the word come or whatever, but what's going to happen when that come down? What's going to happen when it's time? When it's really time to do what you said you were going to do? What's going to happen? See, Isaiah said, here I am, Lord, send me. He went.
Yes.
He went. He said, here I am, Lord. The Lord said, after they got cleaned up, so we clean up now, but we born again. The Lord said, I need somebody to go. He had a task to do, go from them hard-headed people. Go back and read that when Isaiah. All them prophets back then, most of the time they had to go render judgment. That's why a lot of times they said back then, probably they couldn't even stand most people. They wanted to kill them, but they don't hear no judgment. You go back, when you read them things, it's most of the judgment that was coming at. You know, Jeremiah, they said, well, they want to kill all of them. They don't want to hear that. Oh, he don't prophesy nothing good to us. Sometimes God got to give you some judgment back then. So Isaiah said, okay, Lord, I hear me. And Isaiah wants to say, look, y'all hard-headed, you stiff-necked. Jeremiah said it too. He told him once, he said, you got ears, but you don't hear. You got eyes, but you don't see. God was telling them to tell them this. And some people don't want to hear that same way today. People don't like to hear correction. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it. Well, guess what? If you're ministering and preaching, you better tell them, or you're going to have to deal with God yourself. Huh? I tell him, I love God more, and I feel God more than I do you. Hear that right now. When I say fear him, I reverence him, I respect him, but I fear him. Jesus said, don't fear man. You're going to destroy your body.
Right.
See, Jesus said, he said, you better destroy the one who destroy your body and your soul in hell. He didn't just say that, he said in hell. Ain't nobody over God. You better I'm telling you, if God tell you something, you better tell him. Because I mean, you got to deal with God. You the one disobedient then. They ain't doing what they supposed to do, then you ain't doing what God tell you, then you disobedient. So you actually worse. Especially, I keep telling you, especially you say you're a minister, a leadership position, there's some standard God holds them. So that's what he gave you that position for. See, we do it with the natural, same with your job. Don't they expect more than the supervisor? Or the person, the lead person? You know, they say we pay you more, whatever. See, if God elevates you up there, there's a little bit more responsibility coming with it. A little more accountability from God. See, let people understand there's a little more accountability. But you should want to if you love God. You should want to please him. That's the thing I tell people. If you don't love God, want to please him, you got to go back and do something. You don't have them two things right there in your heart. You both love God and you want to please him. The Bible says, Enoch pleased God.
Yeah, it did.
Walk with him so close, you took him out of here. Think about that. We got some Enoch didn't have. See, that lets you know it's personal. Said David, walk with God. We have a better covenant, better form. I said, Noah, walk with God. So God said, you are righteous in this generation. See, God said, you can talk you want to. God knows where your heart is at with him. You know, your motives, your intentions, he knows all of this. So that's why he don't just choose any and everybody. So people don't understand that. He said, David was a man after my own heart. See, God said that.
Amen.
No, he said, no, you got to have another son. First of all, he didn't do what he told him. He told him, bring your son. Left David out there. God had already chosen. He said, you got to have another go. Ain't none of these did. I know what God told me. He says, one of your son, ain't none of these, so you must have another son. The one out there tending the sheep, being faithful, taking care of the sheep. He said, that's the one.
Oh my God.
So you don't Don't pick and choose.
Yes.
Nobody would have picked. Remember, and I could understand Paul. Somebody go pray for him. The man that was killing us. He said, go pray for it. You're going to have a coming time for you too. But are you, like I said, you really committed in this thing? Because when you committed, you do some things you're supposed to do. You don't want to do. Huh? He said, I need you to go over there to that neighborhood and start witnessing. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a rough neighborhood. That's why I need you to go. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. I'm telling you, people, somebody got to go. Somebody got to take the gospel to these people, what we call bad neighborhood.
Yes, yes.
Them the ones that need it. Huh? Well, you supposed to go just to the upstate one, up one, then the one gonna turn you down. Just slam the door in your face. Because they ain't where you're supposed to be. Now God tell you go to over here. Where we mess up at? So we have to talk to, listen to the Spirit. Remember the book of Acts, they want to go preach somewhere to say the Spirit forbid them. And Paul get a dream, the man from Macedonia said, we need you over here. God said, you need to go there. You can come back LA, but you need to go there. So we try to pick and choose. We don't run our own life. You think we do. No, you don't. You don't belong to yourself. We're doing our own thing. We try to think we can have it our way. Like what they say, like Burger King. No, this ain't Burger King. You can have it your way. There'll be some consequences. All right, let's go to the last set of scriptures.
All right.
Galatians 1:6-10. Are you persuaded in your own mind? Because it's personal. Galatians 1:6-10. There's Paul again. I'm surprised and astonished that you are so quickly turning renegade. We heard that this morning too. And deserting him who invited and called you by the grace, unmerited favor of Christ, the Messiah, and that you are transferring your allegiance to a different and even an opposite gospel. Simple. Not that there is or could be any other genuine gospel, but there are obviously some who are troubling and disturbing and bewildering you with a different kind of teaching which they offer as a gospel, and want to pervert and distort the gospel of Christ, the message, the Messiah, into something which absolutely is not. So we were talking about earlier about all different religions, all different things. People, they got their own thing, but Paul's get you straight. Right here, 8. But if even we or an angel from heaven should preach to you any gospel contrary to that which we have preached to you, let him be accursed. And that means anathema, means devoted to destruction, doomed to eternal punishment. This is Paul saying that. If somebody come to you and preach something else, let them be accursed to eternal punishment. And he had the kind of authority to say that.